Every painful day is all so sad.
This place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, the show presents the National League Division Series. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Siggy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. Showing the slab in today's game, Ryan Wu. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
One down. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And stepping in is the speedy Szen Cobb. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. That one way outside, ball one.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
That one the other way, and it goes just foul. Got him looking. That's out number 2. It looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit. Well, these Phillies really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work.
Makes the catch, one down.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you'll love to see your team really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
This one in the air, center field. Cobb settles underneath it. And that is that. Make it 6. One out, runner at second. Bryce Johnson, the next to hit. Line drive to short and caught.
Up next for the Phillies, the center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
On the ground, out to short. Fires across the diamond. barely got him for the out close play.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. The speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Base hit into the outfield. That gets by him. Headed for the plate. One run in. Here comes another. Another comes in to score. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3. But on the play, 2 runs cross the plate. Game 1 of the division series. We go to the 9th. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. This one in the air, center field. Cobb should have this one. And there's one away.
Really nice job to get.
Going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought I was at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now?
Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, the show presents the National League Division Series. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shopping. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. Pitch coming your way next. And today's starter, Jack Flaherty. What do you have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Szen Cobb now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. No runs, no hits, no error. 1 out. Runner at second. And now Matt Olson up to hit. Man at second. That's towards center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the flyout, and there are 2 gone. Now, Tyler Stevenson. This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing across here this half.
Up next for the Phillies, the center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
Outside low, ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground to the left. Play made, that ends the inning. 1 run. We're in the 2nd game of this division series. Top of the 6th inning. Connor Norby up now for the Mets. This one in the air, center field. Cobb settles underneath it. And there's 1 down. So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Black. Here's a high fly ball out to center. And that'll do it. Home half of the That's ripped. Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Here's Trey Turner. 1 for 2. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball, and that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Man on second, 2 down. That one fouled off. On the corner for a strike. 1 and 2. On the ground, right side.
Stand up, stand up, stand
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 down. Szen Cobb, the next to hit. 1 for 3.
That's the ball.
This one in the air, center field. Johnson coming on. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 6.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
Flip-flops and socks. Sweatpants. Finna enhance your brain. Check it out. Once upon a time, not long ago, when the player from the point didn't have no flow.
It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3, and we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shabby. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Siggy.
Well, it's a lot to ask a team to come back from down 2-0, but it's been done before, and I know they're not lacking in confidence, even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start in this one.
And when you're the team that holds the 2-0 edge in a 5-game series, you want to end the series right now.
Absolutely. Avoid any drama or doubt and finish the job.
First pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for the Mets, Casey Mize. What do you have on him, Siggy?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Carson Bench up now for the Mets.
The right fielder, number 93, Carson Bench.
2-2. This one in the air, center field. Cobb moving in on this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One down. Szen Cobb, the next to hit. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. And a swing and a miss.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
On the run, sent it over to first, and they get the out. So 1 run. Man at first, 1 away. This one in the air, center field. He's got it. 2 down. Cobb steps in, 2 outs, and a to-do list. Start a rally and save the inning.
Tall order, Boog, but he might just have that clutch gene in his DNA. Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens, and just seeing which man.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the 3rd game of the division series. Bottom of the 7th, Bryce Johnson up now for the Mets. The 1-1. Out to center. Cobb should have this one. 1 down. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Cobb in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
0-1.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Phillies have just one out.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
3-2 the final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us. From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. John Shelby, Chris Singleton with you. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
And I'll be interested to see if these teams approach it any differently, with one on the brink of elimination and the other just a win away from putting an end to this thing. You know, in the postseason, I think you have to treat every game the same, but there's something about an elimination game that can put a team just into a different mindset.
Yeah, and the strategy can certainly change in this type of game. It's hard to manage the same way when in any given at bat, it can impact everything you've been working for throughout the season. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Showing the slab in today's game, Framber Valdez. How about a report on him, Chris?
Boog, one of the keys for him is being able to change speeds. You know, the ball doesn't come from a high angle, so it can be a little flat crossing the zone. He needs to create some deception with his pitches. Maybe pause a bit, slow down, speed up, and force this lineup to guess the timing instead of settling into a consistent rhythm.
Drilled out towards left center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's two down.
Batting third, the first baseman.
So two down. Bryce Johnson up now for the Mets. No score here in the second. That's towards center. Cobb has a beat on it. And that'll do it. One error in the inning, but nothing more. Game 4 of the division series. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. One away.
Up next to Philadelphia.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Back to the top of the Mets order. Carson Bench getting ready to hit. The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. Takes it in for the out.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
Back here in Queens, all set for the start of the inning. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies.
Well, these Phillies need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Into center. That gets down for a hit. And a man aboard.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's it for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. So now, with one away and a man at second, Gleyber Torres up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Activity in the bullpen for the first time. Edmund Young appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Thompson getting cranked up as well. Man at second. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. Oh. And there's a ball. In the air out to center. Base hit. The throw to third. He's in there.
Here's a ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting the guy from second to score.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Kyle Manzardo stands in for the Phillies. Oh. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in game 4 of the NLDS. That's in there. That's strike 1.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
That clips the corner. And this one gets away and can't squeeze it. But no advance from the runners. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That misses. Full count now. In the dirt. Kicks away from the catcher. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Digs in. It's getting late, Singy. They're trailing, but traffic on the bases gives them a shot.
Yeah, it's all about cashing in now. Can't afford to leave those runs out there.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. This to center field. Johnson makes his way towards it. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And there's 2 down. Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now. This one in the air, center field. Cobb in position. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. To third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. 1 gone, runner at first. Bryce Johnson, the next to hit. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Cobb takes it in for the out. 2 away. Now it's the DH, Brooks Lee. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. That's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. So they pick up a run. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Swing and a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Back to the top of the order now. Matt Wallner stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered here in this one. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. The tying run at the plate. Runner goes again.
Get down, slide.
Throw bounces in, and he's safe. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third. Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Tying run at the plate. That's outside. 3 balls and a strike.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
The 3-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone. And a payoff pitch. Got him looking. Phillies have just 1 out remaining. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here's Gleyber Torres. Liner snagged it first. They put the tag on him, and that'll do it. Ball game.
This team played extremely well to force this series into a Game 5. It's just like the Game 7. You win or go home. That Game 5 should be a lot of fun to watch.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these 2 teams.
Qué bonito está el cielo que a mí me tapa.
From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, the show presents the National League Division Series. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Getting the nod in this one, Ryan Wu. What's the word on him?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Cobb stepping in now. You ever get so tired of a pitcher owning you, you just want to bunt and jog to first and protest, Singing?
Hey, man, whatever works right now. At this point, even a swinging bunt would feel like a trophy.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that ends the inning. A run on the pivotal Game 5 of the division series. New inning getting started. Bryce Johnson up now for the Mets. This one in the air, center field. And a quick out, number 1. Two down, nobody on. What do you got? Tries to hold up, appeal to first, didn't go. In the air to left center. Soto settles under this one. And that will end the inning. So 2 down. So up next for New York, Bryce Johnson. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. That one fouled off. And there's a foul ball.
Oh, that's inside.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching it thinking,
I'm still putting in my apple juice. I got no excuse. I'm sad. Don't make me choose, 'cause it won't be you. I got no excuse. I'm bad. Ask anyone who knows me, tell me not to, and I only do it again and again. Times 10. So who are you to tell me what to do? Girl, you knew this when you met me. Why would things be different now? Oh, pouring wedges in my fix it up, knock it down. Oh, going down ain't on my
place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill in this one, Jack Flaherty. What do we need to know here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Now the #2 hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Back up the middle and a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw in. And he's got no chance. He's out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
One down. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Szen Cobb. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam.
For me, Boog, a game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series losing to the San Francisco Giants.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. Two now.
Ball.
And he walked him.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Matt Wallner now at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Here's the pitch. Run around the go. There's the ball. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out.
Number 55. Szen Cobb.
Ball.
And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's in there. And a count 2-1. swings through that.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one kicks away from the catcher to second. Wild pitch, and into second moves the go-ahead run. One down. Next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Cobb has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. Alec Burleson, the next Cub to hit. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it, and that is that. Cubs.
Up next for the Phillies, the center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Out to short, Montgomery. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Game 1 of the NLCS. All set to start the 9th in this one. Joe Adell digs in now. Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Everything was on time and fluid. And
Wilyer Abreu, the next Cub to hit. Duran, 1 strike away from securing game 1. This one in the air, center field. Cobb gets under it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies claim game 1 here at home. Cobb had a home run game for them.
not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
The final 1-0. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect, the home side taking care of business in Game 1, but this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after Game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the mound for Philadelphia in this one, Brandon Pfaadt. What do you look for here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Cobb has to step out of the way for ball 1.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Fires to first on the run. In time. Got it. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. Phillies on top, 4-0. So 2 down. So here's Horner now. Ball to strike. Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Well struck left field. And that one is off the wall. Here comes Bohm around third. The relay, safe. It's 10-0.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Brian Hoeing departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Chase Sugar. So man aboard. Here's Turner now. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. That clips the corner.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Man on second, 2 down. That one in the dirt and gets away. No advance, though. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them. Swinging a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That's inside, and that is ball 1. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Heriberto Hernandez digs in now. That one ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3. 1 down. Now here is Joe Adell. The 1-1. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So up now for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. This one in the air center field. Cobb under it, and that'll do it. To the bottom. Second game of the NLCS. Here's the third baseman, Jonathan India. The 0-1. Out towards right center field. Cobb on the move to the gap, and a quick out, number 1. Man at first. Here's the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
You know, these Phils, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
1-1 now.
Call.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Off the mark there. Full count now. Pulls it in, 1 away.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Man at first with 1 gone. Now the number 2 hitter, Kerry Carpenter. And a ball and 2 strikes. This one in the air center field. Cobb under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman, Alex Burleson.
Well, Siggy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
Final score here today, 10-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.
Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone? I'm clothes. Why you can't answer me? Yeah, cause I got more. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me?
It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Siggy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 with more or less just in this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched. The first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Cade Horton.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Cobb steps in, facing one of the top arms in the league. Big moment, big challenge.
You know, Boog, these are the matchups that tell you what a hitter is made of. Let's see what he brings to the table right here.
Off the plate, ball one.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Gets under it and pops it up. Montgomery should have this one. And there's one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
One down. Here's Nico Horner. Liner, base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. He was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Quick toss to first. Cobb back on a dive. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to exit.
Base hit into the outfield. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they've taken the lead here in Game 3.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You had a run.
First and second, one out. Here's Joe Adele.
Number 7, Joe Adele.
2 on, 1 out. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. To third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. We're through 5. 2 aboard, 2 outs.
The center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. Strike 1. This one smacked out to left center. And that is that. Phillies leave a couple. They lead it 6. Wilyer Abreu, the next Cub to hit. Three-two now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. It's game 3 of the National League Championship Series. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Heriberto Hernandez. And a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Alec Burleson now at the plate. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Cobb at the plate now, and that's strike one. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in game 3 of the NLCS. And it's fouled away. There's a line drive to left field. And that is that. One run in the. So here's Horner now. In the air, center field. Cobb drifts towards it. And there's one away. First and second, 2 outs. Kerry Carpenter digs in now. The tying run at the plate. Base hit! Gliding around third is India. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. This team has been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3 games to none. Pretty demoralizing on the other side. You want to get this thing over as quickly as possible. So stay focused, come back for the next game, and close out this series.
Sound like it's supposed to. I won't break the code. We just pray that we get old. My is gone. If they was not in the field, I won't put their name in the song. I've been in the zone. Calling my from jail, just praying.
Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field, MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming your way next. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Cade Povich. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Out towards right center field. Cobb should have this one. And there's one down.
Batting second, the designated hitter.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now batting Joe Adell. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. Scoreless after 1. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Szen Cobb. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Bunting for a hit. And a foul ball. This one in the air, center field. Pajes settles underneath it. 1 down.
Up next to Philadelphia, the right fielder, Matt.
1 down. Now the third baseman, Jonathan India.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And that one in the air, center field. That's out number 2. Cobb steps in with 2 outs and nobody on. He's basically saying, fine, I'll do it myself.
That's right. Might as well cue the movie trailer voice.
In a world where nobody gets on base. Foul ball there. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. And 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
1 away. Fourth game of the NLCS. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Colson Montgomery now at the plate. In the air to left center. Touches down. That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So he gets on base. An elimination game 1 at a time, right?
And all of a sudden the pressure moves to the other team. They came into this one feeling pretty good, but now that he's on, changes things a little bit.
Here's your 1. That one is absolutely belted. Base hit. Lead runner around second. And they're at the corners with nobody out. Back to the top of the order now. Now the Cubs catcher, Heriberto Hernandez. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tagging and heading for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 5-2.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner.
So up now for Chicago, Alec Burleson. This one high in the air to left center. Cobb gets under it, brings it in. Runner tags at second. Relay to third, and he gets to third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are 2 gone.
Scorpio child, it was written in the stars. I will be the one with 900,000 bars. Take rap there and back and right back there. Over and again, this is so not fair. You gotta show those we don't fear. You gotta arm me, will palm me, I'm not scared. Out my way, I'm getting a piece of paper out there. You in denial if you think I'm not top tier. You just a dirty. I'm a dirty New York who love to crack over your head. I'm over their heads. I'm over being angry and just focus the bread. Magnify my brand, larger than life. That's how we living, like I'm fresh from 1,000 nights. In that prison box, hot pot, 5 minute rice. Then I'm Germany, baiting, tossing it.
Gemini child, it was written in the stars. Born God body, you are looking at a God. Went to A&D, Mad P, formed Mall. The rest history, you know we took it mad far. Rap duel, travel the world like Nat Geo. Work myself through the matrix of Black Neo. Got real, had to pack torpedo. No break bread with your own people. Made peace with it that I couldn't change. And took responsibility instead of passing blame. Anything less lame. Sent your $5 down for it, make change. Got sharper with the aim. With a product you can trust. Stand on anything, I put my name. Mark for life and that's infinite. Never switched up, even though I'm on that different.
Hey yo, 32 bar scribes, tablets imprinted with mean darts. You can see the verse come alive, I'm a gel.
we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shampi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Siggy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. And starting in this one, Ryan Wu. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Now it's the DH, Jack Caglione. Man at second. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play. But, man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there. Not great base running to end the inning.
Game 1 of the World Series. We head to the bottom of the second. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. Out to short. Witt slings to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team.
You know, these Phils just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
He makes the grab. 1 away. Game 1 of the World Series. Top 6, Dylan Dingler steps in for the Royals. Out towards right center field. Cobb on his way over. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Hit in the air, center field. Cobb moving under this one, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The center fielder, number 55.
Fouled off down the right side. And now the 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Pedro Vasquez, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Santana also getting ready. The 1-1. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
All loaded up. Dylan Dingler steps in for the Royals. Base hit. One run is in. Now the second run is in. It's a two-run single, and they've taken the lead in game one. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Out towards right center field. Cobb under this one. Brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. In to score from third. And they lead by 2. Now at the plate, Szen Cobb. 0 for 3 in this one. That one laced to center and a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw. Save. This one in the air, center field. And that is the third out of the inning. Game 1 of the World Series. All set to start the 9th in this one. Junior Caminero steps in for the Royals. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Well, winning game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they could put a stranglehold on this series with a win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with a chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound for Philadelphia in this one, Jack Flaherty. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
That's off the mark. Ball 1. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases leading Oakland to a World Series championship. On the ground. Throws to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. Ripped on a line to center. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. The relay. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Cobb digging in. They say pressure makes diamonds. Let's see if this turns into a gem.
Yep, time to see if this one shines.
The Phils looking to strike first here in Game 2 of the World Series. Swings and misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In the air, left field, down the line. And it hooks. Foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair. This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Out towards right center field. Into the dive, and he got it. What a play.
He takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by him, the run scores easily from second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and he robbed extra bases on that one.
This one in the air, center field, and that'll do it. KC down in order. Game 2 of the World Series. Ready to begin the 8th, Jack Caglione steps in for the Royals. Payoff pitch. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Number 55. Szen Cobb.
Tap foul at the plate.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Ball one there. All tied up here in the late stages of Game 2. Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good. That misses. Yep, that ball went out. Ball 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Outside. Full count now. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Hit in the air out to center field. Cobb drifts towards it and makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. So only one hit of the inning. Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
Yo sé que no te gustó que yo plantara bandera, pues lo que dice mi voz, oye.
better than pregame festivities for the World Series. Game 3 is coming up next. Welcome inside Kauffman Stadium. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Kansas City Royals. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Siggy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 with more or less just in this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched than the first 2 games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill, Alec Marsh. What do we have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
So 2 down, Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass.
Ball, that's out.
Cobb with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one missed. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But they go. Man at first, Spencer Steer steps in for the Royals. This one in the air, center field. Cobb has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. 1 down. And next up for the Royals, Jackson Holliday. Base hit, center field. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. The throw in. And he's out easily. Locks in. You could feel it. Big moment here.
Yeah, everyone in the yard just sat up in their seats. So did I, Boog.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
On the ground, a short could be 2. Here's Holliday for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
First pitch just misses. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in Game 3 of the World Series. Runner on the move. And safe. It's a stolen base. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. I mean, you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those players.
Outside low. Ball 3.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
That clips the zone. 3 balls and a strike. Hit weakly on the ground. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. And midway in the 4th, it's the Phillies 3 and the Royals nothing. You're watching the World Series on the show. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Just missed.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case,
ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
In the dirt. Bullpen action for the Royals. Number 83 preparing to come on if needed. Falter getting cranked up as well. Yeah, big swing and a miss. The Phillies trying to break this one open here in Game 3 of the World Series. Swing and a ground ball out to short. To second, there's one. Not in time to first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Now here is Szen Cobb. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of Game 3. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, that 2-seamer's heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Witt over to first. 3rd out. World Series Game 3. Bottom of the 8th, Jackson Holliday steps in for the Royals. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down. So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
What a life. It's true that they underestimate you. My life is real. So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest. Wavy hair mystique up in his...
Live from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Kansas City Royals. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. On the mound for Kansas City in this one, Jonathan Cannon. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Szen Cobb. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. High fly ball, right field. And that'll do it. The fourth game of the World Series. Bottom of the second. Jackson Holliday steps in for the Royals. There's a line drive to left field. And that's a base hit. And the tying run is on base. Seiya Suzuki, the next to hit. And the 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Cobb should have this one. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Cobb stepping in. One door closed, but here's another shot, Singy. This guy has a chance to deliver.
Opportunity to be a great teammate right here, Boog. Nothing says I got you like a 2-out ribby.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. The fourth game of the World Series. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Then there's one down.
One pitch, one out.
One down. Now the left fielder, Jake McCarthy. This one in the air, center field. And there's two down. So up next, Szen Cobb. 0 for 3 in this one. And the sweeper misses for a ball. Kerkering, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
The 1-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham under it. And there are two down.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it.
Don't listen, feel the sound.
And King Cornelius defeated the terrible dragon. And all the people in the land were very happy. Oh no, let me finish the book.
Oops. Sorry, Mommy.
And the people came to the king's side cheering. Hooray! The sun has come out. And the king began to sing.
Just another day.
Live from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Kansas City Royals. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration, but these situations tell us a lot about a team's character, and for some teams, it brings out their absolute best, but for others, it kind of proved to be an overwhelming scenario to face, and so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. The first pitch coming your way next. And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, number 51. What's the scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
This one in the air, center field. Cobb should have this one, and there's 2 away. One down. Seiya Suzuki steps in for the Royals. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Cobb settles underneath it, and there's 2 away. So the Royals batting order turns over. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And that's a base hit coming home. Fires it to the plate. He's safe. It's 3-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Here comes the 0-1.
That's the ball.
Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Base knock right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Trey Turner now. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. Fastball for a strike. Runner goes again. Slow roller to first. Steer steps on the bag and 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. That clips the corner.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
1 away with a runner at 3rd here in Game 5 of the World Series.
Ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Steer. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Up next for Philadelphia, the first baseman, number 9, Kyle. Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
This one in the air. Witt takes it in for the out.
The batter, number 7, plays.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham ranging back, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. In the air, left field, and it's just foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Gets the call, and it's 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
The Royals trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the late stages of Game 5. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Phillies have just 1 out remaining. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed, but he...
Innovation when we pull up, it gets loud. No hesitation, we locked in, there's no way out. All dedication, winning doesn't take vacation. No space for doubt, we about to put it down. Running, take a breath, keep running. Cause your time is coming, show it out. One head to the top, keep it going, we don't stop. One head straight away, pumping like an 808. One head, do it now, it's your moment, make it count. We got one head.
Last man in this game, tossing the bottom of the ninth inning. 물럭광 모두 chain, 원래 역전이 더 짜릿한 바삐지. 너는 소리야 from the whole world. 공은 던져 잡고 또 숨죽여 till the end. Throw yourself 0 to 100. Yeah, this is my home ground. Don't memory crowd. 1 and 2, the top goes like whoosh. 떠나가기 질러간 loud. Like I said, nigga, tell my team. 믿고 달려, 난 still the same. Make a new history. Top of the big street. One hit to the top. Keep it going, we don't stop. One hit straight away. Pump it like an 808. One hit, do it now. It's your moment, make it count. One hit, we got one hit.
Juega tu posición y representa tu país. Soy el jugador que se creció, pero no olvida su raíz. Estoy pensando en toda mi gente mientras recorro la base. Firme, pase lo que pase. Vamos por encima, esa es la frase. Sube el volumen cuando llegue mi turno al bate. Que esto es el clásico mundial. Ponte ready para el desempate. Hay que jugar con el corazón. Darlo todo en el terreno, esa es mi pasión. Con orgullo trae tus colores porque luego ya comenzó. We don't stop,
One head to the top, keep it going, we don't stop. One head straight away.